Brandy, otherwise known as Mystery of Diamonds, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hey y'all. Okay, so I have naked nails. Now, usually naked nails means that I'm doing a miniature, but not today. Today I am actually going to do a nail tutorial. And let me explain. If you're new here, one of the things that I do is that I create my own nails when I unbox canvases, and the nails match the canvas, whether it be through color or because I also paint pictures and stuff on the nails to kind of represent the canvas. And I've had a lot of people ask me, how in the world do I do my nail gradients? And since I'm getting ready to do another set of nails, I thought, well, why not go ahead and show you my process of doing the nail gradients, which is just the background color. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of things before I get into what I do. If you are one who is wanting to be able to do this on your own fingernails, now, I personally, I used to do them on my own fingernails, but my work, when I do science labs and things like that, it really prevents me from having longer nails, and so my nails tend to get really short, and, you know, so it's one of the reasons why, and the nail polish chips real bad and everything, so that's why I don't do it on my own nails anymore. But if you are wanting to do this on your own nails, not a problem. There's a couple of different things that I would suggest that you get, though. One of the things is, if you are wanting, let's say that you're wanting to be able to do the design and later you want to be able to kind of peel it off. They have this thing that's called a peely base, and this right here is what they call a peely base, and what it means is that this would be the first thing that you put down on your nails, okay? And you know, you let it dry and all that good stuff, then you put your base coat on, which, you know, your base coat is a clear coat, and then you do your nail work and you seal it with a top coat, and then later, whenever you feel like that you've had enough of the nail, it actually will, you just get a little wooden nail stick and you go up underneath it and it will peel. You can peel the paint off and it doesn't hurt your nails. So if you're wanting to go that route, there's and then there's Hollow Taco, which is, oh my gosh, amazing. If you don't follow Christine from Simply Nail Logical, if you like nails, oh my gosh, she is amazing, and she does have her own nail polish company called Hollow Taco, which I'm so excited because I have some coming to me. Yes, and Jasmine's trying to steal it and I told her no. The other thing that you're going to need, if you are doing them on your own nails, you're absolutely going to need a skin barrier. So this right here, and I got this off of Amazon, is called Second Skin, okay? And what this is, it looks like a nail polish, but it's not. And what it is you've got this pink, and they do have it like in white and stuff like that, and you go around. Let's see, I'm gonna show it to you and then I'm gonna take it off. So what you do is you go around your finger. Okay, you want to kind of go a little bit far out, and you want to go up underneath here as well. Okay, try your best not to get it on the actual nail. Okay, and what you do is you let this dry. Okay, and you do this on all of your fingers. Okay, and what's going to happen is it's forming this protective layer, okay, going around your finger, because when you do this gradient, it's going to get nail polish over here, up here, over here. By having this barrier on here, after you have finished doing your gradients, You then peel this off, and it peels right up off your skin, and that nail polish that's on the side comes off with it. You just have to be careful that you know, you do something so that the nail polish disconnects on the sides and up here, so that when you peel it off, that you're not bringing that nail polish that's on your nail off. Okay. Now, if you are not using a peel off base coat, then after you do this, you want to put on your clear base coat. Okay, you want to put that on top so that you are prepping your nail. You do need to make sure that your nails are clean, wipe them off, make sure there's no oils or residues or anything like that on it. Whoops, I didn't mean to touch that. And so then you put your clear base coat on. Now, because I am using fake nails, I actually have stopped using this base coat first step. I use this at the end because I use fake nails, and I'm going to tell you about those in just a second. Okay, so if you give me just a second, I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how to peel it off. Okay, so let's say that you've got all your paint and everything on your nails. Okay, any of you that have, you know, these sharp tweezers from like Diamond Art Club and all that, this is where you get to use them at. Also multi-purpose, y'all. But I would not suggest, by the way, if you start using this for your nails, dedicate these for your nails. Don't then, because this stuff is sticky, you don't want to then start using them in your canvases. So what you do is, after you've already got all your color on, you've done everything, you're ready for your nails to be finished, you do this peely base, and you just kind of go around the edges here. Okay, and I try to get it you know, a little bit disconnected from my finger as much as possible. And whoops, then you're going to try to pull it. Okay, and see, it does break from time to time, but you just come and you peel it off. I don't know if you can see that. You want to peel it off of your finger. Just be careful that you're not getting your nail polish on it, because you will peel the nail polish up, and you don't want to do that. Okay, and see, I got some on my nail, which is, you know, why you try to go in there and try not to get it on your nail. And then your second skin is off, and at this point you should have a nice nail design, and that's what you've got. Now, if you're like me, see, I change my nails all the time, so I use fake nails, okay, or false nails. So I went on Amazon and I got this. It's I think it's like a set of 100. It has different nail sizes. So what I did is I figured out the ones that work for my fingers and for which ones, and so, and that I put it up here so that I know which ones are the ones that I will use for my nails, you know. So like, that's my thumb, you know, pinky, ring finger, okay, ring finger, nose, whatnot. So I know where the ones that I am using are. But I get these, I get out my set of nails, and I'm just going to move them over here, and I kind of line them up, two, okay. The next thing that you need to do, if you are using fake nails, so from this point on, we're just doing like what we would on fake nails and whatnot. And like I said, you can apply, once we start with the colors, you can apply that to your real nails. I do this part because whenever I have these fake nails, there's this, and I don't know if you can see it really well. See how there's this knobbly bit right here? Okay. I don't want that on there. And so I go through and I use a nail file, and I file it down. Okay. because I don't want that stuff sticking out. Okay, I still, even though I only keep them on, you know, later I may decide that I want to keep them on permanently, or not permanently, but you know, for a while, if I ever get nails that I want to, when it's summertime, and I don't want those all sticking out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to file all of my nails so that I can get that part off, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So now I have filed down all of my nails. The next thing is that I need to get them ready for painting. So I actually, one of the things, another thing that you can get off of Amazon, although the last time I checked, these were not available. I have to check back and see if they're available yet. These are called nail sticks. Okay, now technically what they're supposed to be for is, like, say if you're testing out a nail design or a nail color, you know, you just color this like, you know, like you want it, and it gives you something to look at to see if you like it. And so to kind of show you what I'm talking about, when my daughter was helping me out with my nails, this was back when she was doing them on my actual nails, she would do her practice pictures, right, on this nail stick. And yes, I did keep them. But because I'm actually doing these on fake nails, because I want to be able to take them off and on multiple times, I actually use these nail sticks to stick this to them. Okay. And you'll see I have some that have paint on them. That's okay, because they're reusable. Not a problem. So in order to get them to stick on, I went and I got, this is like white poster tack. Okay, it's just white tack. And I take off a piece and I kind of ball it up and I put it on here, and then I stick the nail. Now for me personally, you see how this nail stick, it's rounded on this part? Well, that's the part that I want my nail to face, because I want to be able to either do my gradients this way or this way. This is how I usually tend to paint, because this is the direction that my nails go, right? And so I know I can hold it here and I've got something solid to hold on to. So I'm going to put all of these on their nail sticks, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I now have all of my nails on their nail sticks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I always have to make sure I have all 10. So I'll have them all. I can talk, I promise. I've got them all on the nail sticks. So now they are ready. The next thing that you need, and I just got this from the Dollar General. They're the cosmetic sponge wedges. Okay. So you need one of the little white sponge wedge. And what I do is I go through and I cut it, okay, because I'm going to end up using it, because you don't want to continue throughout the entire process with it. So what I do is my piece that's bigger, okay, my bigger piece, I tend to use this on my bigger nails, and then as I'm getting down to my smaller nails, I will change to this. Okay, so I kind of do these separate a little bit. Okay, here we go. The colors that I am going to do, I'm going to do a 3-color gradient. I'm going to do this blue, which then goes into this purple blue, which then goes into this red. Okay, well, it's kind of like a mauvish, purplish red. Okay, and so those are the colors that I am going to do. So since I am using my large sponge, push those over just a second. The way that I want these is I want this to go towards the back, and then the middle, and then I want this on the tip. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and uncap these. Now this is where you got to be careful because you don't want, you know, you don't want to do any spillage. That would not be good. You want to make sure, oh, and I forgot to make sure, you want to make sure that they're nice and shaken up, okay, so that your nail polish doesn't have any oil or any of that, and it's shook together, it's combined. I knew I had forgotten something. You just want to make sure that it's not separated. Okay. So now that I have them all open, okay, I'm going to take my sponge and I'm going to start off right here, and I'm going to give me a big old swatch. You know, I'm just putting it on the sponge. Now I go to my next color and I'm going to lay it down right beside it. Okay, oops, that one needs just a little bit more. And then I go to my final color and I'm going to swatch it on the remaining part. Okay. Now that I have it on there, you don't want to leave it on there too long. Now I take my nail. Now I remember that I want my blue this way, so I've got to hold it here, and you just start beating the nail. Okay, you just start beating the nail. You go. Okay, now it's very light at this point. Okay, and so you need to put more on. So we start back at the blue, go back to the purple, and the red. Pick up my nail and beat it some more. And so what I'm doing is I am going to layer these colors until I get the shade that I want. See, for me, this is still too light. I'm going to do it again. Now, I will tell you, you do kind of go through a lot of nail polish this way, but y'all, it is so worth how it looks, because it really is. I don't know. I love doing gradients. I love how it looks. I love how you can combine all these colors. Here we go. We're going to beat it again. Now, me personally, you can do this with matte colors. I'm a sparkle person, so I like mine sparkly. So I'm trying to decide if okay. And so what you should be able to see is there's you can see some of the red here. Let me see if I can. Now I'm going to do one more coat on it, but you should see like the reddish here. And then the middle has my purplish, which is going into my blue. I want this a little darker, so I am going to do another coat on it. And how many coats that you do is all going to depend on the type of nail polish you have. There are some nail polishes that are more watery based, I guess you could say. They don't cover as well first round. And so, you know, and usually your ones that are a little bit cheaper tend to do this. Now, you see I'm going to the side and all this. And the reason why is because I don't want there to be a clear line, right? You know, I want it to kind of blend into each other. Okay. So I've now got the nail, the color that I want. This is what I was going for. Okay. And so now I'm going to repeat this on my other nails. So I'll do it again. I'm going to stick this up top so I can let it dry. And I'm going to move on to my next one. So once again, every time that you go to do another layer, you have to go through and layer on your nail polishes. Okay. So here we go. We got a new nail. This is my other thumb. And we just beat the nail. Beat it. It's been a bad boy. No, just kidding. Just kidding. You haven't been a bad boy. It's okay. Yeah, okay. For those that are new to my channel, I do talk to inanimate objects. Sometimes I will try to tell them what to do, and sometimes they listen. Other times they don't. So we're going to layer it on again. And go for another round. Boop, 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 boop. And I kind of rotate my stick so that I can get that layer in there. I got these paints from Walmart. And like I said, you can do this honestly with any color combination that you want. I've gone as few as two colors. 3 colors tend to be my favorite. But Jasmine did a set of nails for me that has all of the colors of the rainbow. They're my rainbow nails, and I love them. So, you know, those have obviously a lot more color on them. But, you know, this is one of those where you get an opportunity to just go for it. You know, you go for it and you put your combinations that you want. I'm just beating it again. And yes, you'll find sometimes it will have these little white spots, at least on the... And if you get that, you know, you might want to let it dry a little bit more before you apply the next coat. I always like to try to compare to see if I'm getting close. So I should be able to do one more pass on this nail before moving on to my next nail. And hopefully this last pass here will give me the full colors that I want. Now what I'm doing here is because I had a few spots that I wanted a little bit more coverage on, and so I'm just taking that particular color and trying to be very careful to try to dab at it a little bit. Now it is with a sponge, you are going to get where it's a little bit bumpy, but that's okay because you're going to be able to smooth that out when you put your base coat on. I mean your top coat on. Okay. Let's see. Do I like it? Do I like it? Let me take a look, compare the two. All right. All right. I'm thinking I'm liking it. I'm thinking I'm liking it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the rest of these nails, and then we'll just see how they look. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I have completed my gradients on all of my nails. And so now what I want to do, I've gotten the colors that I want, which is blue to purple to red. So I've gotten it like I want it. And you see that, I don't know if you can see that sparkle in there. And so what I have to do is I have to let them dry before I can put on my top coat and my clear top coat. So I am, you know, I'll let them dry. Usually I let them dry for a couple of hours, and then I will put on my top coat, and then I will let them, what I call, or what Jasmine calls, curing. So they'll sit out all day tomorrow, and then tomorrow night I'll be able to then take and paint the pictures that I'm going to. I usually paint on the thumb and the middle finger and the pinky, and leave the other ones with just their gradients. And then after I paint on them, I put another top coat on, and then my nails are done. But I'm not going to show that. I just wanted to show you how to be able to do gradients. So let me bring you back up here a second. I hope that you enjoyed seeing this nail tutorial. I know it's not diamond painting or any of that, but I had a lot of requests for people wanting to know how I did my gradients. And yes, by the way, look, you do get nail polish on your hand. So luckily I have lots of acetone so I can get them off of my hands. But if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and become part of the Diamonds family. Just make sure to hit that bell notification for all notifications so that you know anytime that I upload a video or whenever I go live, which is normally on Mondays, 7 o'clock Central Time. Well, I am going to leave you like I always do. Reach for the stars. Grab hold, hold on, and never let go. Until my next video, bye guys.